experience in budgeting, contract management, human resources, analytical thinking, project management, and information technology. She gained these skills while raising through the ranks of California state government over the course of 33 years. Please help me in welcoming Rebecca.
It's so good to be among my friends. Hello, everybody. I came before this group a couple of years ago because I was really passionate about some of the issues that were occurring in Twin Rivers. You remember, one of those issues was the problem that we were having with our school police department. I'm here today to tell you that that police department is stellar. And we are not having problems, and all of those issues have been resolved. And so, while that was a real thing that pushed me to go forward, I'm going to tell you in the most humblest of way what really encouraged me to get on the school board. In 2008, I had just retired, and I had a recurrence of a thyroid cancer. And the likelihood of me, number one, making it through the surgery, and number two, losing my voice were pretty high. And I came out of it, and I had my voice, and I just thought, in the most humblest of ways, why did I make it? Why am I still able to talk? Why am I so blessed? And I was approached and asked to sit on the school board. And I said, okay, I got it. There's some more work to do. And since getting on the school board, it has been one of the greatest learning experiences I've ever had. I mean, the issues that you get involved in are incredible. For us, one of those issues that has made the paper a lot is the HVAC unit over at Grand High School. And I will tell you that for years that issue was ignored. And one of the key things that this current board had to do was to select a new superintendent. We found Dr. Stephen Martinez, and within a couple of months of Dr. Martinez coming on board, we put together a $1.5 million emergency resolution to start addressing that. And I'm happy to tell you today, by August, all of those issues will be resolved because of the direction of Dr. Martinez and the priority that this board has made it. Another thing, I made a campaign promise before is I said I didn't like the way our schools were so dirty. I had no idea that when the district merged, we lost 75 custodians. Again, when Dr. Martinez came on board, we started filling those positions. We have now filled, to date, 16. We're cleaning up our schools. The conditions of our schools was pretty bad. That whole thing that was said, people on this side of 80 get one thing and this side maybe get another, true. All true, folks. And what we're doing is looking to make everything equitable. And by one of the things that we're doing is we put together a $22.5 million facilities improvement plan. Every school is going to get something. Our high schools are finally going to be painted. Grand High School is going to be painted. So we have a facilities manager that is walking all of the schools and identifying those problems. But those are the things that happen on the exterior, but what's happening in the classroom? I'm really excited. There will be one computer for every 3 children in our school district, especially with the Common Core. This is going to be very important. When Dr. Martinez started laying out the plan, and I was crying because they're going to have tablets for our babies. We're going to start that basic, but we're going to do that. We're going to be, right now we have a ratio of counselors, 1 for every 1,000. We're looking at, Dr. Martinez has identified some funds, 1 for every 350. Our kids can really get what they need. That's going to be critical. I want you to know that when I make my vote on the board, it is always with student achievement in mind. I'm not there to do politics. I'm not there to be anybody's buddy. I am there always looking at what is best for my community. Because within that community, I have 3 grandchildren that are attending Twin Rivers schools. So it's even dearer to my heart. I've lived in my area for over 60 years, and I see my friends and who still live in that neighborhood, and they have their children and their grandchildren, and I want to be the voice for them. I do want to tell you something real interesting. I had a meeting with the this is the teachers union, and I asked the teachers union president, why do members of the union leadership say that I only care about Latino students? And her response to me was, because Latino parents started coming to the board meetings and complaining about what was going on in the school. Yeah, I don't even have to say anything about that because you can formulate your own opinion. But I will tell you this, our Latino parents are coming and saying, hey, how come our schools don't have A through G requirements? So when our babies graduate straight A's, they're not able to go to university. We're making sure those A through G requirements are there. We had 2 Latino moms come the other day, shaking in their boots. But they said, you know what, you've given us principals that didn't want to be here. That principal has left, so now when you make a decision who to place there, you put somebody who wants to work with our children, who wants to be in this community. So that is what the Latino parents are saying. They're talking about, when we're looking at the local control funding formula and the local control accountability plan, make sure we reach out to the Latino parents and make sure that the funding is going in those communities where that great need is. In terms of we had issues, as I said, with custodians and the conditions of our school. Well, one thing that Dr. Martinez did is he got a consultant, came in, we're doing a staff to square footage ratio, and that is how we're going to look at that. We had problems in our transportation department. We brought a consultant in at a very minimal cost, and those problems are resolving themselves. Today, I started my precinct walking. I had custodians walking. I had paraprofessionals. I had nutrition services. I had bus drivers. All these people that I have worked with over the years and saw that I was committed to making those changes came out today in support of me. So I hope you will take this into consideration. Contact people who live in Area 6, Dos Rios, Northgate, Gardenland, North Sacramento, and South Potomas. And thank you for giving me this time. Yes, Arthur.
I have one question for you. Since you have come on board with this district, we have seen a dramatic turnaround, and especially with the hiring of Dr. Martinez. How can you, or how can we turn our school district around at Sacramento Unified School District?
I would say consult with Dr. Martinez, because he is one who does something that I believe is important. You work smarter, not harder. And he has turned around schools in the Fresno area and worked in administration there, and is very well connected with people who can perform the work that needs to be done. Like in our school district, we didn't have anybody who could go and do an assessment of our IT department. We didn't have anybody who could go and do an assessment of what was going on in transportation. Nobody could do assessment of custodial. And if you look at his cabinet, prior to Dr. Martinez, there were people of color on that cabinet. And now it's very diverse. We have an Asian chief of police, we have a Latina HR person. I mean, it's very diverse now. So that's something important that he looks at, and he could help you in that way, because again, I say, if you look at the caliber of people that are now on his cabinet, you're going to go like, why did those people want to come to Twin Rivers? Because we're going to be stellar. Just like our police department is now, our district is going to move forward, and our API scores are going to go up, and I just have great plans and great dreams for our district, and it is because of the work of Dr. Martinez.